This is a camp for warriors, not hikers. You aren't welcome here.
I'm here at the request of Mandalore.
And you are?
He's more warrior than you, Jogo.
Huh, you're one to judge. Eh, Arutal?
Huntmaster declared him Grand Champion.
That true?
It is. And you're standing between me and my next target.
Winning the Great Hunt doesn't make you one of us. Finish up whatever brought you here and go.
Never mind. It's an honor.
Nice to meet you too, kid. You got a name?
Torian Kadera, not a kid.
I'm sorry about that.
No insult taken. Taking the head of one of our beasts?
I hunt in a different league, kid.
I get it. The sire of the brood. No one's seen it, but it's there. You can feel its heartbeat in the walls.
Better warriors than you have tried. They never returned.
Then let me show you how it's done.
If there's a bottom, it's probably there. Good hunting. back! How'd it go?
I got what I came for.
How did you kill it when so many of my clan have failed?
If they had your attitude, it's no surprise they failed. You're so hungry for a fight, you don't think about what you're getting into. Bounty hunting's about fighting smart, as much as fighting hard.
There must be something to what you've said. You killed it, they died. I salute your victory.
Hail to the victor! Hoya!
Stand by for examination and suggested products. You are fit for duty. Return to your post.
Well, the guest of honor's finally arrived.
Not much to look at.
The subject's size-mass ratio would beg to differ.
Shut up.
The creature's dead, Mandalore. I've brought your proof.
Then it's time I introduced you to the other grand champions of the Great Hunt. Meet your only peers in the galaxy. We've gathered here to induct you into our exclusive group, the only hunters in the galaxy with access to jobs on the legendary Blacklist.
So killing the creature was an initiation?
Yes, but not to the Blacklist. The Blacklist's as old as the Great Hunt itself, got its own traditions. I need your help keeping one alive. There's always been a Mandalorian in the group. Duty calls me away, so I want you to take my place. Keep a Mandalorian among the Grand Champions.
You're telling me Mandalore is throwing in the towel?
War's in the air. Mandalore's got a lead. Killing that beast was your ritual blooding, so you're already Mandalorian in spirit, if not in name. Now, do me the honor of joining my brothers and sisters in the Great Clan.
Been waiting my whole life for this. I'm honored.
Your life's just begun. Make it one no one will forget. Champions, it's time we drink. Let's see how much black ale my replacement can put away. I hate to leave such fine company, but it's time I got back to winning the Sith's wars for them. Champions, till we meet again.
I haven't seen the old man that happy in a long time. How's it feel to be a Mandalorian?
Like I'm part of something, not just another hired gun.
Ah, how sweet.
Name's Bloodworthy. These two miscreants are Jula Nightbringer and the Defenestrator. We just wanted you to know we sent a little welcoming present to your ship.
A Blacklist bounty, one of the two oldest on record to be exact.
Something to ease you into life at the top.
I was wondering what I was gonna do with myself.
This ought to keep you busy for a while. We should get going. Our new friend here has plenty of work ahead of him. Don't be a stranger.
you two long enough, you go for a job or a honeymoon.
Nice to see you too.
Well, somebody better cough up the gory details. The suspense is killing me.
Mandalore offered me a place in his clan.
Smart move. You just made us a lot of friends.
There's no doubt about that. Come on, we've got work to do.
Here's that blacklist posting they were talking about, locked up tight. Do the honors? This is it. The real deal. I can't believe it.
Welcome to the big leagues, Mako.
That is such an understatement you don't even know. In all the time I spent researching the Great Hunt, I only heard rumors about the blacklist. According to the rumors, the only people who know how to place a bounty on the blacklist are the most major players in the galaxy. This bounty's pretty sparse on details, just an encrypted hollow frequency and the location to call it from. Terrace. Ready to see what these jokers have in store for us?
Warm up the engines. We're heading out.
Systems are looking good. Look out, Galaxy. Here comes the grand champion of the Great Hunt.
You know SIS computers? Way easier to slice than I thought. Which is sort of worrying now that I think about it. Did some poking around in a few classified Republic databases. Found my birth certificate. Well, maybe. Found a dozen birth certificates, all with the gene stamp, a lot like mine.
I followed you up to poking. Everything after that could have been in Huttese.
My family's records. It's gotta be. Parents, siblings, maybe grandparents, who knows what else. No names or dates though, just an SIS project number. 32. Have to keep looking, see what else I can find.
Hello, Hunter. Fancy seeing you here. Relax, this isn't a prank. This bounty is more of a black... Hello, Hunter. Fancy seeing you here. Relax, this isn't a prank. This bounty is more of a blacklist tradition than an actual contract. It's been passed from hunter to hunter for over a decade. I was the last hunter to take the contract who's still breathing, so I'm the one passing the torch.
I just need the who and where.
Now that information's going to cost you. See, every hunter to take the contract puts up an ante. The one who actually bags the target claims the stakes. Nobody expected things to carry on this long, so the payout's grown over the years. The ante is listed on the job.
All right. Credits are being transferred.
That's it. Not going to bankrupt you, but odds are it's credits you're never going to see again. Your target is Jinkin Kadera, a Mandalorian who's been in exile on Terrace for ages now. Word is he's been dead for a long time, but don't be taken in. Jinkin's still alive, and he's still very dangerous.
If he's human, he sounds old enough to be my grandfather.
Not quite, but he may be a little older than Mandalore if I remember correctly. This all started between the two of them. Jinkin refused the call of Mandalore, unforgivable on its own, but Jinkin did one better. He rallied an army against him. Jinkin's forces were routed, and he ultimately fled to Terrace, where he's been since.
If Mandalore knew where Jinkin went, why didn't he finish him off?
He tried, but Jinkin proved to be a better survivor than he was a general. It took a year of searching, and a great many dead before Mandalore finally washed his hands of the traitor and left him in exile. Ever since then, Grand Champions have attempted to win the glory of taking Jinkin's head.
Good thing I never attempt anything.
Friendly word of advice. If you're going to pick up the trail before the Empire wipes it out, you're going to need more than your own two eyes. There's a Mandalorian base camp on the ground. I'd speak with the ranking officer there.
The advice is appreciated.
You know, you're pretty quick to sniff out an opportunity for profit.
I like to think I know my business.
Ooh, there's no doubt about that. I wonder how much more lucrative our little partnership could be if you applied that intuition to something other than bounty hunting.
I'm not opposed to a little moonlighting.
Can't afford to keep all your chips at the same table, am I right? Let me see if I can come up with something that'll play to your strengths, and I'll trust you to recognize a good opportunity when you see one. I've been thinking it over, and I see a lot of room for improvement maximizing your profits. Take catching me, for example. Sure, you got a nice bounty from the Great Hunt, but why stop there? You just need to use a little imagination.
And what did your imagination come up with?
A few words in the right ears, and you could make a lot of money on poor Tiresias's remains, if you don't mind double-crossing crime lords. Offer the body, see who bites, rob them blind. Couldn't be simpler.
Drum up some interest. If the payoff is worth the risk, I'm in.
See, that's the best part about this little partnership. The scams are a lot less risky when you know you can vaporize anyone in the room. So, that suggestion I had involving my duplicate? Turns out there are a lot of folks out there who've still got a bone to pick with the late Tiresias Loci. A little friendly competition couldn't hurt our final take. I'm thinking an auction would do the trick.
I'm open to anything that'll boost our profits.
That's just what I wanted to hear. Give me some time off the ship, and I can handle the whole thing by proxy. The only finger you'll have to lift will be the one accepting your credit transfer.
Make it happen.
I'll be back before you know it. What, no parade? Oh, not even a cake? How about at least mustering a good to see you for the guy holding your share of the credits?
Sorry to disappoint. Take a drink instead?
Well, just this once. You're cut. Pretty good take, considering the expenses. The bidders really couldn't wait to take Tiresias off our hands.
What expenses?
Middlemen, venues, security, incentives, everything necessary to ensure a smooth transaction with half the underworld in one place. 3 pirate crews, 10 free traders, 2 exchange bosses, half a dozen huts, one I don't even remember crossing. Kept licking his lips. I think his name was Druga. It was quite the rogues' gallery. A lot of familiar faces. Brought back memories, let me tell you. Oh, I picked up a little souvenir from the Royal Museum. I thought we could make sure these get put to better use.
Glad to see you're actually making yourself useful.
A little respect might be nice. I was a target in the Great Hunt, you know. Unless we find a collector, we'll need to fence these. Quick turnaround will forfeit a big cut, but it'll be a nice bonus.
I've got better things to do than haggle in pawn shops.
I'll see what I can do. Have I mentioned how much pulling that little con has improved my mood? I think that auction put to bed any lingering doubts that Tiresias is dead and gone. And aside from knowing my new identity ought to stick, I'd almost forgotten how much I love a good scheme.
Fun and profit. What's not to like?
Getting shot at, for one, but working with you has made that pretty commonplace. It's hard to work a proper hustle when you're on the run, chum. I've pulled more heists than cons in recent memory. That was the kind of racket my former partner preferred. Simple, bold, effective. Used to argue about that a lot.
How'd you two part ways?
We had different ideas about where we were headed. Water under the bridge. My preference is to be long gone by the time anyone gets wise. That's a lot easier without bounty hunters breathing down my neck. It's about time I got back in the game. Can't afford to let myself get out of practice, after all. Prepare to be impressed.
A task just for you? Oh, thank you, Master.
You Taris-bound? Usually we pack hired guns into one shuttle, but I'll commission a private one for you. The planet hasn't seen this much action since Darth Malik occupied it centuries ago. Now that the Republic's rebuilding their shattered cities, the Dark Council is determined to destroy the planet once and for all.
Do we have the Republic on the defensive yet?
I haven't seen the latest reports myself, I'm afraid. If you're ready to head to Taris, your shuttle's cleared for launch.
I'm all set.
I'll tell Imperial Command you're en route. Speak with Captain Hellid if you wish to join the fight.
Always go for the quick and silent kill.
Welcome to Taris. I'm Captain Hellid, Imperial Military Command. Your arrival was unexpected. The Supreme Commander of Imperial Forces on Taris has requested a word. Darth Gravis, the new arrival.
You've left a long trail of blood in your wake, Hunter. Just the brutality I need for Taris' destruction, if you're interested.
I don't demolish planets until there's a price on the table.
The Empire promises great rewards to those who join our cause. We'll discuss specifics later. The Republic is trying to rebuild Taris. I'm here to drive them off and complete the planet's ruin. If you desire to stand by my side and serve the Empire, swat down the Republic artillery firing on our base.
Whatever the Republic's packing, I'll smash it. Standard rates apply.
Seek me out when the artillery's in pieces. Then we'll discuss your role in the greater conflict.
Zakuiga Vod. What brings me the honor of having Mandalore's chosen in my camp.
You flatter me. I'm hunting Jink and Kadera. You know anything that can help me find him?
The traitor? No sightings. But then, we don't pay attention to ghosts. Jenkins a lingering shame best forgotten. You believe he's still alive?
That's what I've been led to believe.
If the traitor's alive, it would make some sense. His son was with us until recently. Disappeared.
His son happened to be named Torian?
Done your homework then? Yes, Torian. Showed a lot of promise in spite of his heritage. It was a shame to lose him so soon.
What happened with Torian's disappearance?
The boy went missing in action while scouting a nearby Republic colony. Torian was assumed killed or captured by the enemy, but I can't discount the possibility that the traitor was involved.
Sounds like as good a place as any to get started.
Well, a search of the area couldn't hurt. If nothing else, wiping out the colony could earn you a tidy sum. The Imperials want a slaughter, and they're offering credits for Taresian bodies.
Thanks for the heads up.
This is the location of the Second Colonial Protectorate. You can claim any bounties next time you come through camp.
Reports on the Cathar, sir.